Hello everyone, my name is Tommy.
And I'm PJ.
And welcome back to the episodic anime. That's right, we're back on another Chainsaw Man kick. We start off at the same place we left off last episode, in Himoni's apartment, with Denji laying on the bed. And we see her take him back to her apartment. And she goes through and takes a shower and gets the drink. And she's like, man, I really do hate Makami. And she goes into her bedroom, lays down, and offers to do it with Denji. And Denji at first is like, man, do I really want to do this? I was kind of saving myself for Makima. Yeah, I'm down. And as she's going to take off his pants, she pulls out a popsicle. Or a lollipop, I guess. Popsicle's a nice one. She pulls out a lollipop. And then we have a flashback memory of Makima and Denji. And she goes and gets some medicine and gives him the lollipop as an indirect kiss to hopefully rid him of the barf kiss. And then it fast forwards to Denji sitting there again. And he goes, you know what? I want to save myself for her anyway. And he gets on the floor. She passes out. And then the next morning comes. He says, sorry, Puchida, but we're saving that for after we kill the gun devil. He wakes up. He has breakfast. PJ, you always said that he's going to eat meals. This dude ate a meal. He sure did. Then Himeno and Denji, they make a deal. They make a pact. She's going to hook him up with Makima. And Denji's going to hook her up with Aki. They make an alliance, and they go on forth from that point on. Then everyone's out and about eating lunch together, and we start off on a train with Makima and her bodyguard. It kicks off as they are executed. Those two shot point blank, showing their dead, decrepit bodies. And then it jumps around in one of the coolest scenes that I can decide. I love seeing these scenes in shows, movies, whatever, where it's like kind of a classical music as pure chaos ensues. It shows all the members of the force just out and about doing their usual routine or whatnot. And these people around them, they start pulling out guns and they start shooting. And then it smash cuts to them at a restaurant. Denji, Aki, Power, and Himoni. And they're all sitting there eating lunch or dinner or whatever. And finally, another character I enjoy, Mr. Sideburns shows up. The Katana Devil. Or should I say the Katana Fiend. He's like, yeah, man, this ramen tastes like garbage. And he's like, hey, man, what's your problem? And he goes, you know, my grandfather was really good and you killed him. And he pulled out a picture and showed the Yakuza boss. And then you went, oh, this guy, he's here for my debt. And Yakuza guy's like, yeah, man, you killed my grandfather. You know, he wasn't that bad. He was a necessary evil. And then he pulls out a gun and he says, the gun devil's here for your heart. And executes Denji straight on the floor. Shoots Himoni and Power replies with an uppercut to the jaw, making him activate his thing and become the Katana Devil. Now, Denji's dead on the floor, so we won't be seeing him anytime soon. And Aki, he knows that Himoni just got shot, so he sends Power to stop her from bleeding out, and he jumps into action with the sword. Remember that sword? We know what that sword is. It's a cursed sword that if he uses, lowers his lifespan significantly. All he has to do is land 3 direct hits to activate the curse. So, without further ado, he jumps into it and starts sword fighting the Katana Devil, and he asks the Cursed Devil to fire, blasting the sword through him 3 times. When 3 happens, he activates the Cursed Devil. The Cursed Devil shows up. When stabbed 3 times and activated, the Cursed Devil then will take that person that was stabbed and drain them of their life and kill them instantly. They should die. Now, this other chick shows up, and she's like, ooh, I'm in cahoots with the Snake Devil, and this dude, I suppose he's supposed to be dead. How about no? And stands up the Katana Devil. The Katana Devil's like, yeah, man, I'm hurt, but that's too bad. And he begins to fight again, and he immediately cuts Aki pretty much in half. He doesn't die. He's not bleeding out or anything like that, but he takes a great hit and falls to the floor. And while he's standing there, Himoni realizes the gravity of the situation, and she activates the Ghost. And the Ghost Devil's like, yeah, man, I don't really care. I don't like you. This sucks. So sucks for you. Power cannot keep up. She stated she can't keep up with this guy. And the Ghost Devil doesn't want anything to do with it. And then Himeno makes a sacrifice play. She says, I'll give you everything I got if you give me everything you got. And thus, the Ghost Devil shows up. And she starts fighting the dude. And all in all, the Ghost Devil's whooping his ass. And while she's doing that, it shows Himoni beginning to disappear. Limb by limb. Body part by body part. And right before she fully disappears, the other girl steps in, activates the Snake Devil, killing the Ghost Devil. So yeah, the Ghost Devil blew up. She's dead. And with that, Aki turns to look at Himoni and she is also ceased to exist. And then this episode ends. I love these types of things. It's great. So we got a lot of death on our plate. And if you are interested in that, we will be doing The Raw. The Raw is something we do on Spotify. The link is down in the description if you do want to check it out. And we just talk a little bit more. We flesh things out. And then we come back towards the end and we do predictions for both of them. But The Raw is just for Spotify. If you want to head over there and just listen to us talk about this episode in more detail, please do. We would definitely enjoy it. If not, welcome to the predictions.
Hey, I feel there's like a good 35% chance Power does something really freaking awesome next episode. And either that or she tries her hardest to wake up Denji. That's all I'm going to leave it with, because this episode didn't really leave me with much to really go off of, besides the fact everybody's getting shot in the face.
Okay, then I will give you 2 lies and 1 truth. Are you ready?
Yep.
A new devil arises. Power gets a new ability. Aki uses the sword again.
Damn, 2 of those were really good. Oh no, 2 of those were way too good. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bank off the fact that there's too much chaos for another devil to show up. Aiki's too hurt to pull out the sword. I'm gonna lean with a good chance that Power just goes berserk and has a new ability and just absolutely steals the show next.
I said a new devil arises. I didn't say it shows up to this battle at all. I just said in the next episode, a new devil shows up. Not to the fight, just to the series. Let me add more details.
Okay.
I'm gonna add, since you're banking on the Power thing and the other thing you don't know that much about, I'm gonna add 2 more details to each, or 1 more detail to each of them, so that's 2 in total. The new devil that arises, we might have technically already met this devil. And for the Power situation, let's say she'll be able to control more than blood.
Oh man, why are you doing this to me, man? I'm gonna bank on the Power. That devil thing is still a little too unrealistic. Not enough detail, man.
All right, Power getting a new ability is your lock-in. The other 2 of Aki using the sword and a new devil arising has been crossed off. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and subscribe. And if you're over on Spotify, please give us a 5 stars. It will be greatly appreciated. If you want to check out the next episode, I will suggest subscribing again, because we do it every week. And also, we do My Hero Academia. Thank you for listening, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.